Hello, Bashar.
And are you good day?
Do you ever laugh?
All the time.
Never
But you
heard
don't
you.
usually find us laughing through the channel, because if we laugh, we take ourselves to a different frequency that would probably pull us out of the connection. So we, in some senses, put a little bit of a dampener on ourselves to not break the connection, but we're laughing all the time.
Okay. So, question.
Yes.
So I'm one of these people, like everybody, who want to
Speak up, speak up,
follow
speak up.
their passion,
Yes.
their excitement,
Yes.
and experience their higher excitement and spend as much possible time.
Yes.
But
But.
when it comes to,
But.
unfortunately, there's a but in my brain, my physical brain.
Does that make you a butthead?
Exactly, with a
No,
big
all right.
B.
See, I told you we laugh all the time.
Maybe butterhead. So, so my physical brain is telling me, it's bringing me all these thoughts. For instance, today I wanted to leave my work and go home and do something that was my excitement that
Yes.
moment.
All right. And?
So if I have done it,
Yes.
I might got fired.
Well, all right, but that's all right if you believe that what excites you can support you. But if you have a belief system that says you still need to do things that aren't necessarily representative of your highest excitement, but you believe you need them in order to be supported in life, then it's important that you honor your belief system until such time as you actually know for a fact that your excitement can support you in a similar fashion or even better.
But how can I deal with my fear of insecurity?
What's your insecurity about?
That I won't have enough money to pay my expenses.
So what you are saying is you don't have a clear definition of excitement. Because by definition, excitement being, what did we say? A complete kit. Complete kit, leaving nothing out. Therefore, by definition, excitement would contain everything you need to continue to live an exciting life. But you may have very limiting definitions about what you think you need. Many people on your planet equate the idea of abundance, for example, only with money. But abundance can come in many forms. Abundance is simply
Absolutely.
the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it. Now, sometimes on your planet it might come in the form of money, but sometimes it could come in the form of a trade, sometimes it could come in the form of a gift. Who knows? It can come in many forms. So when you relax your definition about what you think support needs to look like, your reality and excitement, being a complete kit, can actually support you in the way you need to be supported, which may be different than the way you thought you needed to be supported, but if you trust the way your life unfolds and you trust your definition of excitement is aligned with you, you will be supported in the way you actually need to be supported to be allowed to continue to expand your excitement. So you need to remove the limitations that you've placed on your definitions about what excitement is capable of actually bringing you.
That's my point. How do I remove these limitations?
All right. You need to find out first what the actual definition is, what the limiting definition is. And really, if you have a fear, then all you need to do is use that emotion to trace back to what the definition is, because you can't have an emotion until you actually have a definition first. You can't have a feeling about anything until you have a definition. Would you like proof of that?
Yes.
All right. How do you feel about brontides? I don't know. What's a brontide?
Yeah.
You understand? You have no idea how to feel, yes? Mm-hmm. Now, when I say brontide in your language means distant thunder. Now you start feeling a little bit of attachment to that idea, a little bit of experiential emotionality connected to that.
Because I have a definition.
Because you have a definition. So what I'm saying is, if you have a feeling, then that means there must be a definition somewhere in your consciousness generating that feeling. So, if you're feeling fear, if you're feeling anxiety and feeling uncertainty and what you call self-doubt, which is really just a 100% doubt in a negative definition, you can ask this question. What would I have to believe is true about myself in relation to this circumstance in order to feel the way I do? That's one way to ask the question. Another way to reveal the definition to you consciously is to ask it from the fear-based side, which sometimes actually works better for many of you because you're so used to the idea of the fear-based definition. And that would be, if I actually did move forward in the direction I prefer to, the direction that is aligned with my highest joy, what am I most terrified might actually happen. So one way or another, by asking the question from either direction, if you're actually willing to hear the answer, then in some fashion the answer will come. It may not come immediately, but it will come. It'll either come simply as an understanding or an inspiration in your head. It will come perhaps in your dreams. It will present itself to you in the synchronicities that pop up in your life. But if you're willing to hear the answer, somehow the answer will come. And once you find out consciously, once you identify consciously what that definition is that's out of alignment with your true joyful self, it will instantly appear illogical, nonsensical, and you will clearly understand that you simply bought into it from someone else. You might have picked it up from your parents, your school, your society, your friends,
Yep.
but it doesn't belong to you. You've been dragging along a belief that has nothing to do with you, and that's what's weighing you down and holding you back. The beliefs that are in alignment with you weigh nothing. Nothing at all. Anytime you feel that resistance, that drag, it means you're carrying around a belief that isn't yours.
Exactly.
So,
when I find that belief, it
Yes.
will disappear.
yes, because as soon as you identify it, it will appear nonsensical and illogical, and you simply won't hold on to something that doesn't make sense to hold on to. Now, if the behavior doesn't change after you let that belief go, once you discover what it is, then all that means is you may have found a secondary level belief, but you haven't found the fundamental one, the foundational one under that. You can let go of a lot of secondary beliefs, but when you find the true fundamental, foundational negative belief that's out of alignment and let that go, all the other secondary ones on top of that will collapse too.
That's where I'm at. Last question.
Guys.
Any way I can remember more of my dreams? Because I really don't remember any of them. Or not, most of them I don't remember.
Oh, you just remembered one, right?
Yeah, every now and then, maybe.
All right. Well, when you get up in the morning, do you jump out of bed and get on about your business? Or do you lie
yeah.
there for a moment?
Most of the times I just jump.
All right, stop jumping. Stay in bed when you wake up, close your eyes again, take a deep breath, let yourself settle, and give yourself at least 60 seconds to just lie there and just drift. More of your dream memories will come back. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right?
Eventually, that will happen eventually. More of the dreams will start
It may
coming.
happen right away, but you have to give yourself time to let them sink in because you're shifting your reality so abruptly that you don't let yourself have time for them to sink in.
Makes sense.
You understand?
Yep.
All right, well then pleasant dreams to you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Always. And to you, good day. I think you can believe it. Otherwise, you would be somewhere else.
Past lives.
Which are actually simultaneously coexisting lives because everything exists at once. But you can create the idea, you can create the perspective, you can create the experience as if they actually were in the past, but they're not. They all exist right now. They're all going on right now. Those are other people that you are cross-connecting to from this life to their lives going on at the same time in different frequencies in order to draw from them information that you believe is necessary for you to experience the you are here, while they're doing the same by cross-connecting to you and other lives to draw on the experiences they believe are germane and relevant for their experiences. But it's all going on at the same time, much in the same way that when you're watching one TV program, you know there are hundreds of other programs happening at once, but you don't see them because they're on their different frequencies. Does this make sense?
Yeah, does that mean that there's another one of me somewhere?
That's another type of parallel reality, yes. There are an infinite number of versions of you doing similar or very different things on an infinite number of parallel Earths, as well as there are an infinite number of versions of other realities where you look nothing like this at all in a reality that has nothing to do with what you experience on Earth and everything in between.
How many other worlds are there?
In what sense do you mean that? Because you could be talking about physical planets within one universe. You could be talking about physical planets within a multiverse. You could be talking about a number of different planes of existence or dimensions of reality when you use the word worlds.
I see.
What do you mean by worlds?
Oh, I was just, like, you can go to another world. I just wondered.
Planet?
Planets, yeah.
All right. Well, we are aware of a certain number of them, but that doesn't mean that's all there are.
Okay.
In our particular interstellar alliance, there are 557 worlds.
Wow.
But there are other interstellar alliances we are also aware of that are composed also of gatherings of more or less planets. We are aware overall of about 11,678 worlds currently. Oh, 79. We're always making new contacts.
I wondered,
80,
is it,
81, 85, 94, 112 more, because there are many different civilizations expanding out, having connections in a variety of ways, many other different civilizations, all going on simultaneously.
another question, is it true you pick, like, your mates or who you're gonna marry, or
Generally speaking, yes.
your kids ahead of time?
Generally speaking, yes. From a linear perspective, you make these kinds of agreements as part of the template of what you will experience in the theme you are exploring in this life. Yes. From the linear perspective, that's how it would seem, yes.
I've always been interested in, like, UFOs and entities and stuff. Is there a reason that I've always been curious about that?
Well, as we talked about before, many of you have at least an inkling of awareness that you're connected to other things, that there's more going on in your world than you have been taught to believe, that there is, in that sense, something happening, a transformation happening that's going to bring you more and more and more in touch with other things you have been told don't exist, but you're finding out they do, such as having this conversation with us. So, of course, that inkling grows into more and more awareness if you keep acting in the direction of your highest joy. Yes?
Yes. I've
Yeah,
had a back injury for about 30 years, so
Oh, all right.
I take a lot of narcotics. I wonder if that would block.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What does the back injury prevent you from doing?
Not sitting very long, not standing very long. I have to lay down a lot.
Let's take that question to a higher level. What does it prevent you from doing in life? Does it hold you back?
Yeah. In those
What would you
ways.
rather be doing if you didn't have the injury? If you could do anything,
Well,
what would you be doing that you're not doing now?
actually, all this stuff, all the spiritual things I'm into is so interesting to me, so I research all the time. And it's so
Research is
exciting.
fine, but what actions would you be taking if you could take them?
More physical things,
Such as?
more sports with my daughter.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not telling you to go out and injure yourself. At the same time, certainly you can examine within yourself what you might be afraid of by being more physically active. And allow yourself to start diving into the things that may be going on in your belief system that are continuing to perpetuate that rigidity in your spine that can actually be taught to relax so that you can be more physically active in a number of ways.
Wow.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But you need to have a deep and honest self-investigation as to what it is that truly, as a belief, may be holding you back from being who you truly prefer to be.
Okay.
Examine your fears. They will reveal everything you need to know. And as you examine them and let them go, you will feel the muscles relaxing. You will feel the tension dissolving. And you will attract yourself to whatever will actually be of physical assistance to you, to help you further accelerate in your relaxation and letting go. And then one day, and you can do this relatively quickly, it's up to you. One day you may find suddenly you're capable of doing something you haven't been able to do. But you must start with finding out what fear-based definitions within your consciousness are holding you back from being who you prefer to be. Start there and attract what you need, both physically, emotionally, and mentally and spiritually to help begin to relax and release you. Do not fear what you will find. Nothing you will ever find about yourself that is negative will ever actually be a fact. It will only be a belief.
Awesome.
Do you understand?
Great. Yes, totally.
Do you feel a little bit more relaxed right
do.
now?
I
All
really
right.
do. Thank you.
You're welcome.
One last thing.
Yes!
The rings of Saturn.
Yes.
Is there something making those rings?
Something making them?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? Yes.
Like-
Gravitational fields, ice particles, rocks, yes. What do you mean?
There was a book about it, EMVs, a book by Norman Bergen.
You're talking about, again, electromagnetic phenomenology?
Yeah.
Well, yes, that's involved too.
Are they creatures or are they?
Creatures?
Yeah.
No.
That are making these? No.
No.
Okay.
It's a natural phenomenology.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, let us elaborate. We're not saying that consciousness is not associated with all planets, but it's on a very different level. It's not in the way that you actually meant it physiologically. Just to clarify. Proceed.
Hi, Bashar.
And you, good day.
Good day to you. I have a question regarding the Japan.
Yes,
Right now, it's 3 years ago,
yes,
the Fukushima
Yes.
nuclear plant,
yes.
yeah, exploded.
Yes.
And how serious is the radiation?
More than they're letting on. 3 times more than they're telling you.
Oh, that you mean the government?
Yes.
So
It is 3 times higher than they're telling you. Because they don't want you to panic. Nevertheless, there is still something that you can all do about it. We've talked about this before.
Yes.
If that's not sufficient to turn you in the direction of non-polluting energies, I don't know what is. But if that's not sufficient, believe me, you'll create something that is. So best to do it now before you have another accident.
So that means, is there going to be another accident?
Eventually, if you don't get the point, because you're doing this to yourselves. If you're refusing to go in the direction of what would actually be most beneficial, then you will keep running up against a wall and keep forcing yourself to have traumatic and tragic incidents until you finally come to terms with the fact that you don't have to be doing things in the way that you're doing them. If that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. You don't have to do it that way, though. More and more people on your planet are beginning to turn to the idea of alternate forms of energy production. You can tap into the electromagnetic field of your planet, and many people on your planet are beginning to experiment with this idea more and more. But the idea is that if you keep insisting on moving in directions of power generation that have the capability of being polluting on your planet, and if that's not what the collective consciousness really, really prefers, then you're going to break down those systems one way or another. Don't wait till it gets to that point.
Right.
Yes?
Yeah.
All right.
After the Fukushima disaster,
Yes.
it seems like more and more people in Japan getting together,
Yes.
to go to the peaceful way.
Well, that's what we're
You know.
saying. If you use it to drive you in a more positive direction, then you're using it properly,
Right. But
in
now,
alignment with your preference.
Yeah. But now,
Yes.
seems to me, I'm from Japan, but I live in Los Angeles right now.
Yes, so?
And it seems to me that the Japan, more and more people are, going to the opposite directions,
Opposite of what?
not going to the peaceful
So what do you want to do about that? It's your planet.
Right.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You're here talking about it with us.
Yeah.
So why not be one more voice in the collective
Right.
that urges and shares the idea of the benefits that could result from going in a more positive direction without, in any way, shape, or form, invalidating or laying blame on the negative side.
Right.
Just offer a new idea, offer a new perspective. In much the same way that we're sharing information with you, we have no expectation that you have to listen to anything that we say. It's up to you. This works for us. We know it can work for all of you, but it's up to you to decide to choose these directions for yourself. if you're aware that that direction can exist, then why not be one more voice? Why not become active and be one more positive, resonating voice to move in the direction you know is more positive? Why just stand around going, I don't know what to do? Of course you do. Do something.
Right. Because, for example, the present prime minister is now changing the Japan's peace constitution.
All right, and so?
To change to the, to have like military in Japan.
Why are you telling us? We don't live on your planet.
Yeah.
Go and talk to someone who does and see what you can do. All it takes is speaking up, and more and more of you that speak up and act and take action in the direction of peace, you will start helping people by example to learn that that's more and more of an option they can choose as well. If you don't say anything, if you don't put it out there, then you are again holding back from letting them know that there are more and more people who prefer that option.
Right.
So don't shrink away from it. Be active. Put it out there. This is what we prefer. Explore, experiment, expand. Yes?
Yes.
Is this helping?
Yes. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
One moment. The second anchor point has now been established for the new entity. Are there any that wish to proceed? Or do you need more volunteers? Then proceed.
Hi, Bashar.
And
How
you
are
good day.
Good, thank you. First question about our own solar system.
Yes.
There's been stories of humanoids from Venus visiting
Not in your
Earth.
dimension, no.
So
There are beings that exist on that planet in other dimensions, but it's very different in other dimensions than it is in yours. There is no indigenous life on that planet that inhabits it as a natural life form. There are, however, extraterrestrial bases on the planet.
okay, there's
So
stories.
sometimes certain beings may be coming from those bases, but they don't live on the planet in the open, if that's what you're asking.
Well, there's stories of humanoids from Venus visiting and interacting with certain individuals on Earth.
Yes, I
Are
know,
those
and I
true?
just told you they come from another dimension.
Okay. And
They don't come from the physical world in your dimension. You understand?
yes.
All right.
And on to UFO sightings.
Yes.
2 days ago, there was two orange-colored sphere-shaped
Yes.
UFOs sighted in Orange County, California.
Well, how appropriate.
That's right.
Who says we don't have a sense of color coordination?
And specifically in a city called San Juan Capistrano.
Yes.
Just wondering if you know the origin of those two ships or anything about them.
You have an airport nearby. I believe you call it Los Angeles International Airport. There are planes leaving that airport right now going to various destinations. Can you tell me who is aboard those airplanes?
No,
Why not?
I don't know them.
Exactly. We don't know the comings and goings of every single extraterrestrial craft or who's aboard them. Nevertheless, it is common in general that the orange spheres are a representation of an interdimensional group of beings that are to some degree involved with the transformation taking place on your planet in a different way. They are connected vibrationally to a star that you refer to, or a reality that you refer to, often called Arcturus. But I don't know specifically who was aboard those ships. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, finally, a question about the universe.
Yes. Your
the-
universe, we assume.
Yes.
All right.
The spiral pattern that is in the Nautilus shell, is the Nautilus shell
Yes.
weather patterns in the
Yes.
shape of the Milky Way galaxy?
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
All of
Wha-
those ideas of spiral and sacred geometry and phi ratios, pi ratios, Fibonacci sequences, yes, the double spiral in that sense is the way that creation expands.
oh, okay. So it's the pattern of the expansion of creation.
It's the underlying template of the pattern of expanding creation, yes. Therefore, matter, material, both light and dark, follows that double spiral pattern.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Anything else?
Anything else you want to add?
Nope.
That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Tadeo.
Good day, Nania.
We have a little bit of time left. and
Meaning?
30 minutes.
All right.
So, how many names would you like me to draw?
4.
Cindy Redding, Trevi Bennett, Susie Batiz, and Nora, or Noor.
All right. By all means, proceed.
And until someone gets up here, we did have some questions from our Ustream
All
listeners.
right.
So here's one. Is it better to wake up with the sun or follow your own rhythm?
Many of you have natural biological rhythms that do not necessarily match the way your society typically functions. If you are truly in alignment with your real biorhythm vibration, your natural circadian clock that is true for you, and not just being resistant or lazy, then by all means follow your own natural rhythm, because that's what will allow you to rest when you truly need to rest and recharge, and allow you to be active and inventive and insightful when you truly need to be active, which may be very different than what your typical society deems as rest and activity periods. So as long as you know you are truly aligned with your natural vibration, follow your natural biorhythms and cycles of day and night.
Okay, and there was a question about lucid dreaming.
Yes.
When you're lucid dreaming, you're clearly in a different reality.
Yes.
You're in a third reality in
You're
a
in the
sense.
template level reality, yes.
And from that reality, you can lay the blueprint for reality creations that you would like to experience?
Yes, and again, as long as when you reinsert your focus into physical reality, you allow for some leeway in interpretation as to how the higher mind knows it actually needs to manifest, because it may not look the same, but it will carry the same resonance that you instilled in the blueprint in the template level.
And what are some of the telltale signs that you're in a lucid reality?
Do you mean when you're sleeping or when you're awake?
I would say when you're sleeping and you're dreaming, and
You will relate to what is going on around you in much the same way that you do when you're physically awake. You will not be subject to the dream in that sense. All of you know that many times when you dream, there are things that are happening that would seem, well, crazy in your physical reality, but you just accept them. You understand? You just go with the flow. When you become lucid, you will recognize that these things are not like the things that happen in your physical reality. It's paradoxical because you will actually adopt an attitude that is more similar to the attitude you have in physical reality, even though you're actually in an altered state in non-physical reality. But that's what will tell you that you're dreaming, is that you start relating to the things that are going on as if, well, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Do you understand?
yes.
So it will be similar to the idea of if something like that happened in your physical reality, and you would go, how did that happen? That seems to have nothing at all to do with physical reality. It'll be a similar sensation. But then paradoxically, when you start to become in control lucidly in the dream reality and start relating to the dream reality as if it is more physical, your physical reality will become more dreamlike, and you will accept more things happening in the physical reality that heretofore were only possible in the dream reality. That's the paradox. It's like you're switching places. Does that make sense?
Yes, it's utterly fascinating.
It is.
And in terms of like, I always notice a luminosity
Yes.
factor.
Yeah.
Is that common? Is
It
that
can
what
be.
most people experience?
Maybe, not necessarily.
What is the creation of that luminosity? It's almost like it's dusk, or it's...
Well, there are different forms and expressions of light in different dimensional realms. Because remember, everything is made of consciousness. In a sense, physically speaking, even if it's immaterial physicality, everything is made of a form of light, looking at it from the physical side. So you will see light express itself in a variety of ways that's indicative of the level of consciousness that you're on. On the higher levels, light will just seem to come from wherever. There won't necessarily be a single source. Does that make sense?
Yes, because in a way, wouldn't we perceive you as being luminous?
Yes, because of our higher frequency, just in the same way that someone who may have lived, linearly speaking, 300 years ago might look at you and think that you are also luminous, but you don't see that because you're all used to it, because your vibration is higher than it was in society 300 years ago. So you actually are all shining, but you don't see it because you're used to it.
So perhaps the idea is when you're in a lucid dream that you're in a higher vibrational state, and hence
Yes.
the light seems to be coming from nowhere and everywhere.
Yes, because what you're seeing is the light of the inner reflection of the higher mind mirror. Make sense?
Yes.
All right, it's as if you are in a bubble mirror reflecting back to you the light you're giving off.
It's very illuminating.
Ha ha.
So I know I have another questioner here that would like to come up. So
All right.
turn that over. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your enlightening conversation.
Shivai.
And to you, good day, Shivai. Shivai is a word in our ancient language that is representative of bringing yourself to a focal point and moving forward with absolutely no notion of anything in your way. So, Shivai.
My question is, I experienced a feeling of channeling when I was visiting Kauai,
Yes.
specifically the North Shore
All
of
right.
Wainiha, and
Yes.
an entity, I stepped into a vortex that was still, and I stepped out, and when I did, I felt myself drift away from my physical form,
Yes.
and mana entered me.
Well,
and,
so to speak.
okay, maybe a...
It doesn't really happen that way mechanically, but I understand what you're describing as your interpretive experience in physical reality, yes.
So I was not aware of what mana was at the time.
Yes.
And would it be just simply another expression of myself?
Yes, a higher expression.
Wonderful.
It doesn't mean it doesn't have its own autonomous existence as well, but what you experienced was the matching of the vibration of that level and thus expressing it through yourself as another version of yourself on a higher level.
To help me realign with what I need
Yes.
to be doing?
Yes, yes, yes. And so are you?
Not yet.
Oh, all right, why not?
I am going to.
When? I don't know.
Now. Exactly.
What's holding you back?
Insecurity.
About
and
what?
Fear.
About what? Fear of what? What's the worst that can happen?
I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna.
That's not the worst that can
right, because
happen.
I'm indestructible, but yet that fear is so ingrained in me.
The fear of what? Death?
of
You think that by being yourself you're going to die?
yeah, kind of.
Well, the old you will.
And then the new me will be born.
Yes. So what?
Okay.
Do you understand that you're dying billions of times a second anyway?
Yes.
Because that's how you create the experience of change in space and time, is your consciousness is shifting through billions of parallel reality versions of yourself every single second. So even in the course of this conversation, you have been billions and billions of people. So what's one more?
Awesome.
There's nothing to be afraid of. You're already doing it. It's just that you're becoming aware of the fact that you're doing it. That's all.
And wanting to accelerate doing it more.
Well, it's not so much that you actually accelerate in the real mechanical sense. It's that as you become more aware of more of yourself, you understand that you're already moving at an infinite speed and you feel more of that. But remember that moving at infinite speed, being everywhere at once, also feels like you're standing perfectly still. So that's the paradoxical balance point. Make sense?
Yes,
All right.
thank you.
So, but there's nothing to be afraid of. You're doing it already. And you're just fine. Yes?
Yes, so re-examining my beliefs and what...
Watch your definitions.
Where
It's
my
only your
fears-
definitions that are creating the discomfort. Remember, please, all of you, remember, there is no such thing as an inherently difficult situation. Only your definition of the situation makes it feel difficult. If you feel that difficulty, it's because you're resisting your natural self. That's what that difficulty is. That's what that sensation is. Resistance to the natural self. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Is
thank
this
you.
helping?
Yes, thank you.
Feel a little lighter?
Yes,
Feel like dying?
totally.
All right.
All the time.
All right. You're doing it all the time anyway. There's nothing to fear. It's a natural act. You're shifting, 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 shifting. You are a bunch of shifty people.
Can I ask another question?
That was a question.
I already knew you were going to say that.
You don't have to ask. If you can ask, just ask.
Okay. Sensitivity to light.
Yeah.
I find myself when I'm on the beach or not with glasses or without a hat or
Yes.
staring at a heliotrope, that I become very sensitive
Yes.
in a sense that I can sometimes experience migraine headaches or
Again,
other
this is from resisting your own inner light.
resisting.
Stop resisting.
Okay.
Let it flow. You are constricting the avenues through which you experience yourself, and therefore whatever is a reflection of that higher vibration will be painful to you.
Totally.
So stop being painful to yourself, relax those conduits, and let the light flow, and then you will match the frequency, and there won't be any resistance to create the headaches. Yes?
Awesome. Yes. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
You are very welcome,
I'm so blessed to speak with you. Thank you so much.
as are we with all of you.
Shivai.
Shivai,
I love that. I'm really
speak
nervous.
up and be bold so that all may hear what you have to share.
Okay. I'm just going to let this roll because I don't know really my question, but
That's all right. You don't have
I-
to have a question.
okay, well, I have one.
No, all right.
But I'm scared of your answer. So I've been blessed to create.
Lies as a reflection for you because some generalization, as in with some cats and dogs and dolphins and whales, will lure you into more of yourself as well. So they perform that function too by being generalized when they need to be, but that's just an aspect of their specialized focus. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, the adventures that you may have with your cat, which of course isn't always a cat in other dimensions,
Yeah.
as you understand
Yeah.
it, do happen. You go on many adventures with your animals in other dimensions, and they take on many other forms in other dimensions that may not even really be what you would recognize as an animal.
Cool. And then
Cats are cool.
they really are. I used
Dogs are hot.
I used
Cats
to be
are
a
cool.
dog person, but now I'm more of a cat person.
No.
I love all animals, but
Yes, yes, yes. But we understand that many of them will function as permission slips for you at different points in your life. And because permission slips can sometimes change as you change, then you may shift to the reflection from a different animal in a different way, because that's what serves you as a reflection at that moment. So, yes, dogs are the sun, cats are the moon.
It's so cool how you have the answer for everything. And I wish I could just talk to you all the time.
Well, I do not have the answer for everything.
But you
I only
almost
have the
everything.
answers for what I need to know in the moment.
Okay. Well, that's a good distinction.
Why, thank you.
One last thing, it's for my friend.
Yes.
What's happening to a person when they have schizophrenia?
It is an inability to integrate the different aspects of their personality in a coherent way based on what the mass consensus needs to experience.
Interesting. And can you say anything about multiple sclerosis? What causes that? Or is that...
There are many different causes, but again, most of this starts not only with an energetic choice to experience a certain thing that is symbolic of certain kinds of energy states, but also, of course, with the idea of the conditions on your world.
Okay. Thanks, Bashar.
You are welcome.
I love you so much.
Pleasant dreams.